right, everybody. Oh, happy day. In this video, I want to share with you the basic equipment, the essential equipment that you will need to sell insurance from home or in the telespace. So before I get going, I'm going to give you the list of the basics, everything you need, nothing that you don't, because I get asked this a lot. So I'm going to drop this video, and this content is going to be specifically for that. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, please feel free to like it, and by all means, feel free to subscribe. But before we get going, JasonFinalExpense.com, I partner together with some of the most amazing agents on this planet. We sell things like life insurance, Medicare insurance. If you need help, reach out. I'll help you in any way I can. But let me tell you, the heartbeat of your business when you sell insurance from home, the absolute heartbeat, okay, of your business is going to be the almighty phone. The phone. It's so important. Communication is important, right? Communication is important. And when you own a business, your ability to communicate to your consumer, the most important thing you own is your phone. You have to utilize it and make sure you've got a tool that works. You want to be a mechanic? You better have a chest full of really good tools, right? You want to be a final expense telesales agent? You want to be a good Medicare insurance agent by phone? Or you want to be an insurance agent that gets the privilege of working from home? You need to have good communications, good comm systems in play. If you have good comms, let me tell you, everything else will go a little smoother for you, even if it's not great. Because the last thing you want is to be viewed as a newbie, or be viewed as, ooh, yeah, I hear the dog barking in the background, not good. Or, ooh, they sound like they're really distant when I'm talking to them. Oh, that call does not sound like they're a professional. They don't sound like they're calling from an office. They don't sound like they're a pro. And they won't even tell you if you're calling from some scratchy signal that's cutting out, or every 8th word is cutting out. They're going to know it. They're going to tell you, you know what, thanks, mail it to me. Call me later, okay, buddy? Click. They won't even tell you that your communications are horrible. So you got to be very cognizant of the heartbeat of your business, and that is your phone. You can use a cell phone when you first start out. This is all about low technology, high production, okay? Always keep first things first. But the first thing that you need to be like laser focused on when you're working and doing insurance from home, you need to have good communications. You've got to have good systems. It can be a cell phone. That's fine. Make sure you got all your bars on your phone, okay? And you'll be fine. You can use a cell phone. You can use a VoIP phone, voice over internet phone. That's what VoIP stands for. VoIP, okay? Voice over internet phone. That's what it's called, in case some of y'all didn't know that. But I like VoIP phones as well. They're very secure, but make sure that if you have a good VoIP phone, that you don't use what's called a dongle. I know, like a dongle. It sounds like something that's kinky, something that if like someone heard you say the word dongle, it's something else. I have this for you to show you what a dongle really looks like. I'm not just being funny or silly. This is a dongle, okay? It's the real deal. Don't use a dongle, okay? Just don't do it. If you have a VoIP phone, for the love of goodness, use an Ethernet cord. Use a Cat 5, Cat 6, Cat 7 cord, okay, so that your communications have priority over the bandwidth. Because if you're working from home, you probably have some data suckers in your house. Maybe they're called children or spouses. They exist, right? They're sucking your data. The last thing you want to do is be on a phone call with a consumer, and then all of a sudden you lose communications. You lose the ability to increase certainty, because the client's like, whoa, why is this phone line cutting out? This isn't normal, okay? When I talk to a professional, that phone line stays clear. It stays crystal clear. It's important that when you have communications, it's okay if it's a cell phone. It's okay if it's a VoIP phone, okay? But for the love of goodness, make sure you've got good communications and they stay crystal clear. Make sure your VoIP system stays the priority on the bandwidth. A good way to ensure that is straight lining it to, okay, the powers that be. It's phenomenal. But make sure you straight line yourself. Prioritize your business, because that's the most important thing that allows the whole home to function if you're working from home. So make sure that your communications, your phone, are on point at all given times. Your phone systems, crazy important, okay? I cannot overemphasize that enough. You can have a strong body, but if the heart of your business goes out, the rest of the body dies anyway, okay? So when you're dealing with selling insurance from home, if your phone system dies, your business just took a terminal dive. Okay, you might as well call hospice in because you're done. Okay, until that phone comes back and gets resurrected from the dead, there's no more business to be had. You have to have the ability to communicate. Now, you can also use like a Google Voice number. You can do that. You can have another form of communications, but whatever form of communication that you choose, make sure that it's crystal clear. Your communications are important. Call a buddy, call a friend, call your upline, okay? Call somebody you trust that'll give you a good, honest feedback and say, buddy, how do I sound? Okay? You can work on a speakerphone. You don't have to have a high-end headset. That's totally fine that you use a good speakerphone. I was chatting with, man, a great partner in the business today. He was on his speakerphone, on just a cell phone, silly cell phone. Nowadays with technology, they're so good, the speakerphones are. It sounded like he was on a regular phone. That's phenomenal in this business. When you're on a high-end speakerphone, like I've got a great VoIP phone. It's high definition, stupid clear. Okay, amazing. I don't wear this when I do telesales. When I do insurance, okay, in the telespace, I'm like Pinocchio with no strings to hold me down. I dig it. I love it. It's so freeing not to have to wear that headset and to be able to really have fun. But communications, I cannot emphasize, are so critical. But test your comms. Test your comm systems. Make sure they're consistent. Make sure they're clear, okay, so that you can capitalize on the conversation and meet their needs. So the first thing I want to really get on you with basic equipment is just have a good phone. Doesn't matter if it's Google Voice, if it's anything else, but test it, and then for the love of goodness, please make sure it makes a three-way phone call. If you're doing final expense or even Medicare insurance, there's going to be a lot of situations where you're going to need to make, okay, a three-way phone call. Get used to making a three-way phone call. Android, Apple, doesn't matter. Okay, a high-end VoIP phone like mine also, okay, is very capable of doing a three-way phone call. And what I really dig about my high-end VoIP phone is that, my goodness, my mainline phone even has hold music when I put a client on hold, so it doesn't have like that death silence. Silence is the death of you. Just like that. No fun. And that was like a millisecond, right? Death when you're selling, okay, insurance over the phone and from home. When you have silence, it's a killer. What happens is when you have this weird silence, it increases lack of certainty. It increases distrust right away, even if it didn't exist. So your communications are important. Make sure it's not cutting out. Make sure you're not in an area that's spotty. Make sure you got 5 bars, okay, full bars on your cell phone. If you're using your cell phone, there's no shame in the basic equipment. There's no shame in starting where you're at. Use a good phone. Don't make excuses, make a way. So good phones, make sure it can make a three-way phone call. The next tip I want to share with you, the next vital piece of equipment that you're really going to need, okay, is a computer or an iPad. It doesn't matter what year the dumb thing was produced. All you need is the ability to get on the World Wide Web, okay? You just need the ability to get on internet and to be able to use it like a rate engine to take the applications, because certain carriers, you're going to have to put the information into a portal which is based, okay, online. So you just need the ability to have internet, and you've got to have the ability to, okay, play data entry tech. You don't need anything fancy. You can use a Chromebook. You can use an Apple iPad. You can use sometimes even your cell phone as you're on the, okay, phone with the client. Now, granted, you can get away with doing it while you're on a client on a tiny little screen, but I wouldn't recommend it, but you can do it if you need to. But try to use like a Chromebook, an old laptop. Won't even matter, you guys. It doesn't have to be fancy, okay? This isn't about having something that's like the flashiest car in the neighborhood. When you first start out, it's about having the basics. It's about making it from point A to point B, okay? First thing, get a good phone. Second thing, get a computer of some form. Just get one, okay? Or get an iPad. iPads are great. They work really well. You can even get a keyboard with them and work them like a regular computer. It's phenomenal. Don't make excuses, make a way, all right? So get a phone. Make sure you know how to do a three-way phone call, and then get any form of computer. You can even get one at a pawn shop that's clean, okay, and guaranteed. Do whatever you need to do to get started in the business. Don't let, okay, oh, I need to buy a bunch of stuff, hold you back from helping sweet people. Don't overcomplicate this business. The business is quite simple. Never would say it's easy, but it's quite simple. So get a phone, have the ability to make three-way phone calls, and goodness, get a computer. And now, what else do you need? You need a pen. Okay, is this high tech? Can you get yourself a pen? That's it. Get a pen and now go purchase leads. When you have leads, you've got a computer to do the quoting, you've got a phone to call your leads, and you've got a pen and paper, okay, to write notes about what their health is like, what's going on, so that you can underwrite and meet the needs that they have. And then the rest is history. You don't have to have anything high tech. You don't need a dialer right now. You don't need a CRM right now. Down the road, you can always dive into that. I help a lot of good people. I help a lot of great people that partner with me. I give them access in my national insurance agency to CRMs. They don't pay anything for them. It's phenomenal. But let me tell you, I give them the resources that they need to go get the job done. But don't be distracted by, oh, I need the fanciest car in the neighborhood. No, I have to have windows that roll up and roll down with a push of a button. No, you don't. Sometimes you just got to have an old truck that gets the job done. Don't be ashamed of having an old pickup with roll down windows. I love my old pickup with roll down windows. I've got an old 79, favorite vehicle I own. Let me tell you. It's not the sexiest looking thing, but I love that beast, okay? So it's all about function over fashion, okay? You want to really laser focus when you first start. Get the basics down, okay? Don't overcomplicate this stuff. What you want to complicate yourself with, okay, when you are in insurance, doing insurance from home, complicate yourself with being very, very driven to master your script. Be confident in the tools that you have. Keep it minimal. Low technology, high production. You're not going to have your bandwidth stretched. Oh, I got to mess with my CRM today. Oh, I got to mess with this. There's nothing wrong with the CRM, you guys, but don't get distracted by the shiny objects. Focus, focus, focus on the basics, okay? Keep first things first, always. So have a good phone, have a good computer, okay? Be ready to roll. Have a pen. Make notes old school. And then I want you to be very organized. It costs almost nothing to be organized, right? It costs virtually nothing. Buy yourself manila folders. They cost like 2 stinking cents, right? They cost nothing. You can go right now to your Walmart. You can go to an Office Depot, and you can get 100 of those folders for like $11. Stupid cheap. Go buy yourself $11 worth of folders and then get yourself organized, okay? Have your script ready to go. Have your underwriting ready to go. Be compartmentalized so that your bandwidth here is like no big deal. I'm organized. If you're organized in your business, you'll be organized in your mind. If you keep things basic, if you keep things just essential, you're not going to have all this stuff like a hoarder and not know where to find it, okay? And you won't have this like mind clutter of busy work. Oh, got to work on my CRM today. Oh, I got to upload this. Okay, there's nothing wrong with having a CRM. Got some amazing friends and partners in this industry that really love their CRMs. That's great. But when you first start out, keep it basic, okay? This is like peanut butter and jelly time. Keep it simple. You don't need refrigeration here, okay? Good phone. Invest in good technology or use good cell phone that you have. Stay in your state. Okay, if you're going to work out of state, go purchase a number for that state. It'll help you, but it's not hard to do that. So get a phone, all right? Get a computer. That's important. And then master your script. Get organized. Be ready to go. Be prepared. Pen and paper. Go old school. It'll take you a long way, all right? I have sold insurance a long time. I've done insurance and telesales, my goodness, over 2 decades, over 20 plus years. Had a lot more hair when I first started off, but let me tell you, the old Mighty Bic 1.0 still works great, and it's not about having the latest wizardry, okay? You can get so much done for your consumer by just condensing things down to the basics of the business. The business is extremely simple. You need a lead to meet a need. So get some leads when you have the basics. Don't make excuses, make a way. And you're going to find that you're going to start winning because you're not like doing anything else other than the most important thing at every given minute. All right? You got your phone, you got your computer, you know how to quote, you're ready to go. You've got yourself organized with these little 2-cent folders. You're ready to go. Go buy leads. Use your power script and go talk to people. There's no substitute for the conversation. You got good communications because that's the first point. Connect with your consumer. Have fun. How many people can you touch today? How many people's lives can you make better today? Help these sweet people find the way, okay? Find the right path for their problems. People have problems. They don't know the right path to take to remedy that problem. You're going to help them fix it because you're keeping yourself simple, and you're going to keep the solution simple as well. Let me tell you, confused clients don't buy. And agents that are confused because they've got all this technology, all these crazy things, they don't sell. They just sit back and go, oh, I got to figure this out. You got to keep things basic. Keep things essential. Once you master the essential, then there's tremendous value in you segueing into some CRMs. Maybe you'll segue into some power dialers, some other fun resources that you can utilize, okay, but you want to use the right ones. There's a lot of these, okay, things out there, these fancy new widgetries that want to charge you $200 a month or this and that. And let me tell you, it's not going to make you a lick more money. You know what'll make you money? Your hustle, your skill, your grind, and the connection that you have when you use everything together. When it all just blends, you're going to find you're going to blast forth with phenomenal results because you didn't get distracted by all the little shiny things. You kept it basic, okay? Phone, computer, skill, script, go. Buy leads, meet needs. This is all you need, okay? You don't need some fancy headset. You need a phone that works. You can use a speakerphone to make a connection to a consumer as long as you have crystal clear signal. Just make sure that you've extinguished any room, okay, around you if you're working from home of noise. You cannot have a bunch of noise around you. You can't have the dang dog barking off when you're collecting Social Security information, when you're collecting date of birth, okay, PII kind of stuff from a client. You have to be a professional and sound like one in your communications, because if you got, let's say, your beautiful kids making noise, fighting with each other, because, you know, your kids don't fight. It's only mine, right, when I get home from work. So I'm just saying it happens, right? Been there, done that. I've done insurance before my little one was even born, and now my little one's, okay, teenager, old enough to drive, for goodness sakes, okay? So I'm just saying I've been there, I've done that. And I'm telling you, when my little one, I started off working out of a bedroom, okay? And it's tough because you got all these external noises. You've got to really value silence. You have to value silence. You've got to kill distractions around you. You've got to be so focused once you have your basic equipment of protecting it. Protect your communications, protect your office space, your workspace from outside noises to the best of your ability. Doesn't matter, okay, if you had to work, okay, out of your car for a little bit as a new insurance agent to have silence if you've got young little babies in the house that make a lot of noise. You know what? There's no shame in that. As long as you've got good internet, you got a good phone, you know you can make telesales from your car. Now, don't have your car on with an exhaust leak, okay? Don't do that kind of stuff. But I'm just saying, guys and gals, you can make tremendous money. Don't make excuses, make a way. I've sold, okay, final expense and Medicare insurance from my car with internet and LTE signal and a phone and a lead, okay, ready to rock. You don't need anything fancy. You just don't. Quit complicating this stuff. Make a way. So if maybe you're in a space in your house that you have no silence, use your car as your mobile office. It's quiet, it's insulated, and it's going to be great for you, okay? Get yourself organized and get yourself ready. And I'm not saying everybody's got to go work out of their cars, but I'm saying you got to make a way sometimes when you're brand new. Keep things essential. Keep things basic. There's no shame in the game. This is very easy once you grasp this. This is all about you guys. Low technology, high production. Focus on the basics. Focus on the basics, and you will find yourself in a phenomenal place in the future and for the years and decades to come. Stay after it. Buy leads. Communicate well. How many people can you help today? And when you focus on that, I promise you, you're going to find yourself as an insurance agent more excited. You're going to be more focused. You're going to be a better insurance agent as a result when everybody else is fumbling around with their, okay, agent this or agent that, CRM, and they're farting around with their who knows what. Okay, Oscar the Grouch. You know what I'm talking about if you use certain CRMs, okay? We'll just leave them nameless. But I'm saying they're busy farting around that kind of stuff, and you're busy, okay, focusing on the basics. All I need is a phone. All I need is a computer. All I need is a pen and a paper and a quiet place. And I'm ready to go. I've got my little manila folders. I'm ready to focus on the first things. Always keep the first things first. You will finish well when everybody else is distracted by these fancy, shiny things, and you just truck on by in the reliable old vehicle that maybe doesn't have power windows. Crappy analogy, sorry. I appreciate you guys watching. Hope this brings you value. All you need is the basics. Once you master the basics, blast forward with better, okay, technology. But in the beginning, keep it simple, everybody. You'll find yourself way more successful in the long game. Hope this helps you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.